Who wanted more D&D chaos? Probably y'all, but I mean, if you clicked on this, you definitely came for more D&D chaos. So today's theme for the dice I am making is red and black. First of all, I'm just going to go over that. I got some inspiration, and I decided, fuck it, we're doing that. I was supposed to be casting the Pride D20 today, and I forgot to cast that. But there is another video of that be coming up relatively soon. It's not going to be today because I still have to wait for 2 of them to cure enough for me to sand it and show you all my sanding process and my polishing process and stuff like that. But I'm going to. First of all, I don't actually sand and polish things like a normal human being. I do them very weird, so you're going to want to wait around for that. It should be out hopefully by Friday. Hopefully by Friday. That is if everything goes as it should, and I don't fuck something up. Which, knowing myself, I probably will, considering this is supposed to be a kid-friendly channel, and it was for a very long time. It's just not anymore. But this is 10 minutes of me rambling. I'm not sure if y'all really wanted to hear that, but this is going to be 10 minutes of me rambling on about strange D&D stories. I might speed it up if I don't end up having, like, a long enough one. But the first one was the time I tried to woo a girl in D&D. What the fuck was that accent? My southern's coming out. So, our DM is a writer, and I proofread his writing. Because, of course I do. He's also a really good writer. First of all, he's really good. He's really good at what he does. So, the origins of this is I am a huge sim for one of his characters. So he throws her in the D&D campaign because he likes watching me suffer. Which I sort of do, sort of don't. It's strange. But there's like a huge celebration ball. So, of course, being one of the nobles, of course she's fucking there. So, me being me, of course I'm going to screw things up, and of course my character's gonna go over there and talk to her, because my character's also a huge simp, because my character's just an extension of me, but with more horns, and a little scarier, and probably way better at playing the instruments that they play, because I almost never play mine, despite having 4 years experience on one and a year on the other. So, the characters are dancing, and I was asked to roll a d20 for what I don't remember at this point in time. I have several stories to tell. It's probably in my notes. But at base, I roll an 18, which is the other important plot point here. The character has either an 18 or a 19 charisma score. So my modifier is really, really, really high for my charisma skill, and I was rolling for charisma. So I rolled a 22. Honestly, also my DM watched, a little interjection here, my DM watched the other video. He's probably going to see this. Oh lord. But I roll a 22. This telling the story cracks me up. I managed to roll 22. Once again, I'm stuttering. I managed to roll 22, and the shit that happens is, it was just supposed to be like a friendly gesture, and we were just supposed to dance for a little while. I may or may not have made a girl completely infatuated with my character. A noble completely infatuated with my fucking character. Like, I accidentally started a love story. And she's literally the sister of the fucking ruler, which is gonna get real awkward. It gets even better, because the farther along we go, anytime, because I play a character with one of my siblings, which one of our fellow players is their sibling. So, anytime the 2 siblings in the room, it's just, when are you gonna get married jokes flying around. I die a little inside, but I also laugh. Part of me is like, why did you do that, Cass? And part of me is like, good job you did that, Cass. It's still one of my favorite stories to tell. I just love the fact that I both love and hate the fact that I did that. It's hilarious. Because it plays out in game too. It's just awkward floor staring. Most of the time it's awkward floor staring and awkward sibling comments. Which, IRL, I've gotten those too. I have a younger sibling. I have a younger sister. This is what she does. Anywho, that's the first story. I need to go check back at my notes real quick for the other ones. We have more stories coming up again. This time, this is a continuation of the time we fought level 12. This is a continuation of the level 12 story. I don't have the exact things my DM said, but I'm going to put them in at some point. First of all, I probably should go get that for either the next one or this one. But the shit my DM said after. But this is in the interrogation room, which, by the way, there's going to be some very strange lines about how this looks, because this is a basement. I have another story that I might add onto another video that explains why I said it's very strange that it's in a basement. You'll learn, if you follow along with the series, you will learn very quickly why that is funny. But we were just sort of interrogating the guy. He's sitting down, completely changed to a fucking chair. And I am with the Yuan-Ti, specifically Yuan-Ti Pureblood. My DM corrected me on that. They're on my back. They're on my back, just sort of, my character's back, just sort of chilling. Meanwhile, our other players, like, full-on interrogating the guy about, like, his entire life. Like, all of the good shit. And we are just sitting there, like, on each other's backs. And at one point, I make the wise decision to pipe up with, and I quote, "Yep, you live in a cult." Almost in that voice, because I have a character voice, and I'm not very good at it. This specific scene brought up so many good stories. First of all, the one player who plays the character who I'm siblings with, full ass, has a British accent when they speak. Like, they have a fake British accent that they put on for the character. And mid-sentence, they just dropped the accent. Which, if you don't know, we turned it into a plot point. So, the character's just mid-sentence with this British accent, drops it, and our DM decided, you know what, it's a great time to narrate him questioning why the fuck she just lost her sudden British accent. And ever since then, the player has, like, half and half done it. But as someone who, I'm currently lowering my voice because I feel more comfortable like that, it takes a toll on you. I understand why you would stop doing that mid-thing. It hurts by the end of a long recording or the end of a long thing, because in this case, some of our sessions get to be upwards of 4 hours long, and we're just sitting there for 4 hours straight. It's not even like we have breaks. We're just sitting there for 4 hours straight. I have a few more. I just need to go check my notes real quick. Here we are, story number 3, because I want to try and do a consistent number, either 2 or 3 stories in each episode. This was the time where an accidental robbery turned out to save somebody's, or a robbery, not an accidental one, turned out to accidentally save one of the main characters' lives. So this is, once again, At the Ball, which is one of my favorite ones. It was hilarious. The chaos that ensued was great. I loved it. 10 out of 10, good job to my DM. Good job, man. We love that. As players, we love that. So, once again, the Yuan-Ti Pureblood, whose name is Swedish for murder, and their full name is Murder Arson, but in Swedish, Mord Braun, for all those who don't know Swedish. I called him Mord, though. We all called him Mord. So they are just dancing and trying to vibe, as you would at a ball. But they decide to steal something from the guy they're dancing with. His name's Hyacinth. He was working for the enemy side with the assassin. It's tied into the assassination attempt of last time. He had a thing, like a knife in his pocket, and Mord just sort of steals it off him. But the thing is, the player rolled a 20. So that person, I'm not sure if they were originally Hyacinth or not, but once they got that stolen from them, they almost completely decided, upon the assassination attempt, they almost completely decided to switch sides and went over to our side solely because of Mord. So we thank you, Mord, for leaving the leaders alive and for slowly dwindling the enemy side's numbers. It's real fun. And even the best part of this, I gotta hurry up because it's almost the end. The best part of this was the person recited the entirety of the Buddy Jump Pal copy pasted to this guy. But that's all I can say here because it's almost at 10 minutes, but see you later. I can't with these stories sometimes, but I'll see y'all later.